Hello, everyone, and welcome to the show. I am your host, Suzanne Monk, host of the one and only live Periscope Trump newscast. Trump Chalk US. Let's get the camera to sit still. Welcome, everybody, to the show. As usual, the media has been insane, and there is plenty of stuff to talk about. If you, of course, got a chance, Donald Trump spoke today in Florida. He speaks again tomorrow in Kissimmee, Florida. But what all the news is upset about, all the news is talking about, is Donald Trump's comments on, while talking about the Second Amendment in his speech yesterday. As I told you, they were going to make a big deal out of it. They already were by evening, and nothing has changed. They are still making a big deal about it, saying that Donald Trump incited violence by suggesting, this is the comment that he made, he said that if Hillary Clinton is elected, she gets to pick the judges. There won't be anything anyone can do about that. Oh, maybe you Second Amendment people, there is something you can do about that. I don't know. But if Hillary Clinton gets in, she'll get the judge's pick. It was very... It's one of those things where you have to twist it, just like the kicking out the baby, just like the Purple Heart, all of these things. If you don't twist it, it's just a normal sentence. It's just a normal sentence. Maybe the Second Amendment people have a plan to deal with it if Hillary Clinton gets in office, and how they're going to try to prevent her from taking more of our gun rights. Maybe the Second Amendment people eventually will rise up against the tyranny of the United States. I mean, frankly, you've seen the federal government get into gunned altercations out at the Bundy Ranch, out in Oregon. It's not the first time. So that's not inciting violence. To state a fact that maybe people will have something that they can do to prevent a problem can mean any number of things. That's not inciting violence. Inciting violence is you should go shoot people who think like that because they're horrible human beings. Inciting violence is Donald Trump is a Nazi and all of his supporters are going to elect Trump, and if we do that, we're going to die, and you should stop them at all costs. That's inciting violence. So, everyone's talking about it. Apparently, they are claiming that the Secret Service had a talk with Trump about it. Trump says no, there was no real conversation in any import about his comments because there was nothing wrong with the comments. It is merely the media spinning the story because the media is bought and paid for by Hillary Clinton. Now, here's what's interesting. So, a wonderful clip today from the 2008 election. If you have a chance, you can go back just a little back into memory lane. Hillary Clinton spoke during the 2008 election about an assassination attempt and repeatedly invoked Robert Kennedy's assassination in discussing why she was, I'm going to unfollow you. I remember you now. Why she was still in the race is that even in previous races, her husband had stayed in the race, and late in the race, Robert Kennedy had been assassinated, and she mentioned it several times. And the news got kind of upset about it because they were all about Obama. You remember that? You should go look it up. Hillary Clinton far greater invoked the word assassination. Donald Trump just said, maybe you Second Amendment people will have something you can do. So, in fact, Donald Trump did not lie. The media lied. It's kind of ridiculous the extent to which they lied. And keep lying. Which is why we're here, talking about the facts. Now, let's, while we're at it, while we're talking about assassinations and weird events, one, Donald Trump has had a couple of instances. Moments. We're not talking we don't talk about it too much because I don't like to get people afraid. I think the Secret Service protecting Donald Trump and Donald Trump's own security and personal awareness, and he's constantly armed. I'm sure he has his concealed permit, as we know, and he has said many times. So I'm sure keeps himself well protected, and for good reason, because recent situations found a gentleman who is a former CIA agent or FBI agent who apparently was drunk and stumbled into the Trump Towers and was kind of belligerent and being escorted out. and may have been temporarily arrested and had a gun on him, and a bunch of other kind of suspicious things that the media doesn't want to talk about. And we'll talk about Milana later. I'm in the middle of a thing here. I'm in the middle of a thing. So, additionally, there's a gentleman who climbed up the side of the tower with suction cups. Donald Trump. We all know about the gentleman at the Trump rally who tried to grab the officer's gun. He was actually arrested for an attempted assassination on Donald Trump. So, who's actually inciting violence is Hillary Clinton. I know this because you go to a Trump rally and the violence is actually being purported onto Trump people, not by Trump people. And we all saw that old man clock that kid in the face. Yeah, we saw one old man clock a kid in the face. That's true. We've also seen hundreds, dozens of anti-Trump rioters destroying property, injuring individuals, attacking police equipment, on and on and on. If you've been to a Trump rally, and I was at the Trump riot, okay? So we didn't even have a rally because Donald Trump couldn't come because the rioters were too ruckusy outside. We had to learn our lesson that Donald Trump has to have, and he learned from Chicago experience, although he's got to come back because we're very disappointed that our rally got messed up. Because of the rioters, because of the violence that breaks out outside and sometimes even inside the rally through protesters. So, he is actually a great uniter. He is a fantastic uniter. The only thing that he's actually... the only thing he doesn't unite is a bunch of brown shirt commies who are part of the establishment New World Order. You're so getting blocked. So much fun. So much fun. Now, let's talk about some other things, okay? So while we're talking about deaths, Julian Assange is offering a $24,000 reward for any information as to the recent death of DNC staffer. I think his name is Seth Camp. I'm going to look it up. I didn't remember to write down the actual name of the DNC staffer because I did remember to write down the amount of the reward. So you assume what that is. Seth Meyers. Is that a comedian? Is that his name? I'm sure. We'll find it out. We'll write it down. I'll post it on the page. But in fact, Julian Assange from WikiLeaks is offering a reward for any information regarding the mysterious death of this DNC staffer who was shot 2 weeks before the convention, or 2 weeks ago, was shot not robbed. His wallet and phone were still present. He was just killed for no reason on the street. Interestingly, he may have been an information source for WikiLeaks, providing some of that information as far as the DNC emails and such. And so Julian Assange has spoken. He had an interview about that, where he suggested that, in fact, he will be investigating further, and they are, in fact, offering reward money to find out more about that individual. Now, isn't that interesting? Donald Trump says, hey, maybe the Second Amendment people know how to defend their own rights. Media goes crazy. He's inciting violence. It's so upsetting. Dead DNC staffer, mysterious circumstances, crickets. Crickets from the mainstream media. And you lefties have the gall to come on this show and try to tell me about what Donald Trump has said and done, and you got it from the media. That's what's so cuckoo. Yeah, you cuckoo. Cuckoo. So, let's move on from... let's talk about a few more things. Additionally, in the WikiLeaks category, Julian Assange has dumped a bunch of new emails from Hillary Clinton. Emails which interestingly demonstrate situations in which people who had donated to the Clinton Foundation were able to interact with Hillary Clinton to get her to set up a meeting with certain ambassadors from other countries to conduct business dealings. So basically, people who donated to the Clinton Foundation were then given meetups to other government officials that Hillary Clinton had access to. And that's just the beginning of the many, many favors. Yes, Seth was murdered. That is absolutely correct. He was murdered, I believe shot in the back, shot twice, not robbed. Not robbed. No, his phone and his wallet were still on him. That is what is so mysterious. So it is what it is. We're going to find out more because Julian Assange is on it and he keeps dumping all the emails. So it's great. You guys, your lefties are great. You were so anti-Wall Street and then y'all lied to yourselves and you became literally suck-ups to the queen of Wall Street. And now the people who were on your side because they thought you were talking about truth are actually now on the side of truth. And who else is on the side of truth? Yeah, I've never been a big fan of Julian Assange, the WikiLeaks guy, but I really am a fan of what he's doing right now and the information he clearly understands this election in a way that the fraction of people who are actually supporting Hillary Clinton don't, and that Hillary Clinton is a crook and a criminal and needs to be stopped at all costs. The polls have been ridiculously rigged again and again. They've been weighted. Let's just talk a few things about the polls. That's so great. The information is still true. They're so great. The spinsters come on and say, "Oh, this is nothing new. We've seen this in the emails. It's all the same old thing." Right. There's no direct. She didn't say, "I will do that because you gave me $100,000. Right. You don't need that to prove a racketeering case. You guys don't even understand the law. You don't understand the Martha Stewart didn't have an email that said, "Hey, yeah, I'll totally take that insider information and invest a whole bunch of money. Thanks for making me rich illegally." She didn't have that. There's a lot of inference and studying and investigation. So cuckoo. So cuckoo. So we will continue to find out more. Julian Assange will continue to be leaking emails. We're going to dig through the emails. And the emails, that they have the information that they have. You will see the information as it exists. Hillary Clinton provided connections from the State Department to people who specifically had recently donated money. Fact, over and over and over again. Kind of amazing. So, additionally, interesting at a Hillary Clinton rally just the other day, the father of Omar Matteen. You are so getting blocked. It's so cute. Omar Matteen, the father, actually at the Hillary Clinton rally. Not just any old place in the rally, not just at the rally, behind Hillary Clinton. In those seats that the cameras all get to look at. The father of the Orlando shooter, a radical Islamic terrorist who shot and killed 49 people and injured many others, was seated behind Hillary Clinton at a rally because he is a Democrat and supports Hillary Clinton and her gun control measures. Let's review. The father of the Orlando shooter who killed 49 people thinks Hillary Clinton's gun control measures are a good idea. Really? Gun control measures would have been good, Mr. Matteen? Maybe not teaching your son to be a radical Islamic terrorist. Why don't we deal with that issue? Why don't we deal with what you and your son and many radical Islamists around the globe are doing on a regular basis with this? Some are violent, some are the aggressors, some are the lions, some are the quiet ones who make sure the money gets paid, make sure that the connections get made. We have to sort you out. And frankly, the fact that his father is running around at rallies and isn't in jail, what? Why are we not questioning him? Why isn't he being interrogated on a... It goes on. It goes on. We just keep losing. Where's the wife? Where's the wife? Don't know. We don't know. You see, this is why you guys are dumb again. You say, what law did he break? Well, he may have material evidence to one of the largest mass murderers in American history. One of the largest mass shooters. Certainly one of the largest lone wolf, quote unquote, terrorist attacks. Did we interrogate him? To what extent did we interrogate him? Did we look at his connections? No, we didn't do anything. We barely did any of that. Where is the wife? She dropped him off at the crime. that you continue to say crazy things like that is what makes me just. This is why Trump is going to win, because you guys are really so out of touch with the rule of law, with basic principles of safety and intelligence. And I don't mean intelligence like book smarts. I mean military and political and law enforcement intelligence. You're just right through. So, we're going to keep talking about all these things as we move forward, because as always, the mainstream media isn't talking about it. What they're talking about is Babygate and Purple Heart Gate. And Trump tried to get everybody who owns a gun to shoot Hillary Clinton. But what they don't want to talk about is Hillary Clinton and her favors of the Clinton Foundation. They don't want to talk about her obvious and ongoing tolerance of radical Islamic terrorism and her inability to deal with radical Islamic terrorism or have any strength or backbone in that area. They don't want to talk about her thousands more Syrian refugees who we know have infiltrated Europe and have caused a great deal of violence. But he doesn't listen to tweets from haters, so it won't matter if you tweet to him. It's really sweet. But he doesn't listen to tweets from haters. Yeah. So, it's just, we're going to keep talking about these things in the media. And I'm going to block you. And we're going to keep talking about these things in the media and all of the problems that the media isn't talking about with Hillary Clinton campaign. Because, see, the media loves to do this thing. They're like, oh, Donald Trump missed a chance to talk about the bad things that Hillary Clinton did. Except when you watch his rally, that's actually what he did a lot of. Talked about a lot of bad things that Hillary Clinton did. Didn't report on that. The one thing they report on, some fraction of a comment that they can twist. And then everyone's like, why did Donald Trump not say things? Why does he keep making mistakes? Well, when you take an hour speech or a 45-minute speech or a 35-minute speech and you take 4 words and twist them into a little knot and you ignore the other 1,000 words, that's the media. That's why we do this here, so we can keep talking about it. Definitely will make America great again. So great again. So you guys, let's talk about rallies, and then we'll do a little question and answer point. So get some questions ready. Some real questions. You guys, I'll answer real questions, but I'm not going to answer crazy questions. I'm not going to answer hater questions. I'll just ignore you. But if you have real questions about the campaign, because I do a lot of research, Green Bay, I saw that one. I saw a little bit of that. I didn't get to watch the whole thing. Absolutely great. That is not a question. That is a hater statement. You should learn English. So let's talk about the rallies. Thursday, while I'm talking about the rallies, get your questions together. Thursday, Trump will be in Kissimmee, Florida at 7 p.m. It was great. We all wish we could be at every Trump rally. I just want to actually follow the Trump rally circuit, but I have a job and a business and a life, so I have to. We do this here. Friday, he will be in Erie, Pennsylvania at 2 p.m. and Altoona, Pennsylvania at 6 p.m. Mike on Thursday will be in La Crosse, Wisconsin at 3 p.m. and in Milwaukee, Wisconsin at 7 p.m. You can, so cute. You can catch all of those rallies live streaming. I like to catch them on rsbn.tv, who also don't pay me. I just always find what I need there, as well as a lot of information. So, what note cards are you talking about? Are you talking about Donald Trump's note cards? He keeps note cards all the time. Do you ever watch a rally? He writes stuff on a note card. He actually does a normal speaking technique. Yes, Trump's note cards. Yeah, he's done that a lot. Sometimes it's a little folded piece of paper. Sometimes it's a long piece of paper. He actually speaks like a professional speaker would, in which you take out your piece of paper and you have it on your podium. That's what the podium is for. See, otherwise, in other life, I do stand-up comedy. We don't have a podium. We just stand out. Oh, you're talking about the visual aids with the graphs? Is that what you're talking about, the big graphs? Yeah, because those were great. Yeah, I know. I actually was totally with the big graphs. I love it too. Very visual. It looks great on the little, what was awesome is when you go to the link of the video, it just has that nice little picture of him with the graph. And you're like, ooh, graphs? There was charts? I didn't realize charts. So it certainly, it gets the point across visually. And I think that's an excellent addition. Totally agree. So, I just listen in ones like that. If you say anything, you get attacked and then blocked. It was almost like a Lino bit, maybe. He's an entertainer. I think he's very prolific entertainer, and he does a very good job. No, that's not a question. Why do the betting markets have over 80%? Yes, that I will answer that question. Because the betting markets are based on polling data, media story, a variety of factors that factor in the same skewed information that the media is reporting. So, when you have a poll that has 70% Democrats, only 30% Republicans in a year where Republican turnout was far greater than Democratic turnout, that's madness. At the very least, the poll should have an equal number. They're not doing that. They're skewing the polls. So already we have that basis of several. You should take a look. Pat Caddell spoke about it. It's not just me. Pat Caddell, Democratic strategist. You should Google. So there's a lot of Google information. I'm not Google. I am one woman in front of a Trump flag sharing with you what I know. So why is Hillary so corrupt and still has supporters? That's a good question. This is my answer. And this is the same reason why people say dump Trump. And there are a group of people who have been trained to hate the Republican Party for whatever reason. It doesn't matter. They will hate the Republican Party. They're going to hate anybody who talks about immigration. They're going to hate anybody who talks about gun rights. It doesn't matter if the Democratic Party actually puts a mass murderer up. They will still support that person because they have been trained to hate the Republicans based on Republicans are evil. The partisanship has become such a mental divide that the left has decided that all Republicans are evil. No, actually, the Republicans don't think that the Democrats are evil, although some are starting to suspect. The Republicans actually think the Democrats are dumb. The Democrats used to think the Republicans were just a little crazy. Now they think the Republicans are dangerous and racist and hater just for being a Republican. Automatically, if you are a Republican, you are a racist. That is what is the prevailing leftist opinion. And that has gone too far partisan. And frankly, it's not the same on the... I agree there have been many haters, Republicans. They call them libtards. They call all... Yes, but it's an intellectual process. You're not actually accusing them automatically of being haters. Me sometimes. Sometimes I accuse leftists of being communists. But most of that's because the things that they say are bald-faced communist principles. One learns. I don't know why they don't learn the facts. They hate facts. They are much more interested in hating on Donald Trump. It's absolutely. There are some Republicans that love to call them. There's a lot of Republicans who are completely against that altogether. Yeah, literal friends. My liberal friends have a real hard time with dialogue too. Donald Trump does not love Vladimir Putin. Okay. Donald Trump has a respect for other leaders. He thinks we should have it. It's kind of like you guys remember when we were all freaked out when Obama was like, I'm going to talk to the Ayatollah. I'm just going to negotiate with everybody. And everyone was like kind of freaked out. And the left was like, no, that's a good statement. He's just saying he'll negotiate. But as soon as Donald Trump goes, I think we should be able to talk with Russia. Everyone's freaked out. It's absolutely ridiculous. Hillary Clinton went and put a stupid button to Russia. So they talked, okay? And to act like now it's not okay to talk to Putin when they talk to Putin, and frankly, badly, because the reset button was supposed to say reset, it didn't. They could not translate Russian. And the uranium issue. Let's talk about. Thanks, Deb. And the uranium issue is ridiculous. This is why you find it so. I find it so absurd. You are worried that Trump is in league with Putin when Hillary Clinton is selling our uranium resources to Russia. Just pretty weird. Pretty weird. I mean, just what Trump said something positive about Putin. They're obviously in league. Hillary Clinton sold him a bunch of our uranium resources. Oh, Putin clearly is for Trump. Why would Putin be for Trump? That's just the most ridiculous point. Hillary Clinton isn't going to do anything. She's not going to involve in war. She's going to destabilize the Middle East. It makes Russia more money. All of Hillary's plans make Russia more money. She doesn't want to sell oil from us. Russia will continue to dominate the oil market. Hillary Clinton is great for Putin. So, it's great. And this is what the left does. You explain to them how they're wrong, that you prove to them they're wrong, and then they just repeat the wrong thing. Trump did not kick a baby out. The mom said it wasn't kicked out. Why did Trump kick out a baby? Same thing. That's all they ever do. They don't have enough political intellect to actually interpret what's been said and then be able to move on to the next rational thought. So let me see what else we got. Yeah, this is the thing. Trump is in league with the Saudis, except Hillary Clinton is the one who takes money from them. That's what's so insane. You're insane to say that. It's insane to say that Donald Trump is in league with the Saudis when Hillary Clinton, I can show you ample footage of her literally bowing to the Saudis, taking money from the Saudis, thousands, millions of dollars donated to her campaign through the Clinton Foundation. Nothing. Hillary loves the Saudis. Y'all are like Trump. See, this is the thing. Everything that's wrong with your candidate, you all just put Trump in front of. You all just take whatever. Like, I really am waiting for you guys to go, Trump deleted 30,000 emails. Because that's how you guys are. You just take whatever crappy thing Hillary Clinton does and you say Trump does it. When he does it. And it's insane. So insane. ABC is horrible. CNN is absolutely crazy. That is an absolutely insane statement. Equally insane. Melania is not an illegal. Absolutely crazy. Trump will not cost us the GOP. In fact, the only way you're going to win the GOP in this anti-establishment year is Trump. Trump is short-circuiting the media. They don't know what to do. They have to lie now. That's the only way they keep their narrative going, and they keep getting caught in their own lies over and over and over and over and over. You guys are crazy. You only listen to your leftist news that is repeatedly proven false. Absolutely. One-liners, and they're all wrong. That's all they have. That's all they ever have. And they have no evidence to back up their information. No matter how much evidence you give them, they don't listen. This is why we're going to block them. I mean, we'll block and we'll keep moving on. Yeah, just memorizing the name of the blockers. So, let's talk about my Trumperism of the day, you guys. This will make the blockers even more happy because they love when you talk about the Second Amendment. Oh, they love it. It gets them so pissed off. The left, they're so upset about guns. Guns are killing everybody. It's the guns. Guns are just jumping up and shooting random individuals all by themselves. Just having a gun near you makes you want to mass murder people. Guns! Why won't we do anything about the guns? Hey, Hector, we've heard that 1,000 times. You need to get original, though. You need to get original. You're not going to win an election with that crap. At all. You're just not. So, see, the left constantly worried about the guns. Yet, gunman's father, right behind Hillary, absolutely nothing. Crickets. No, Fox has been having some big issues. Kennedy and Dobbs now. Sometimes I watch Josh Regan in the morning on the Fox Business Channel. So, the Second Amendment is one of the most important parts of the Constitution. I would not believe that in a minute. So, the Second Amendment is quite possibly even more important than the First Amendment, because without the Second Amendment, the citizenry has no power to maintain the First Amendment. Without the Second Amendment, everything in the First Amendment can be ended at any point when the government decided, nope, I don't want you guys to do that anymore, and we're willing to use the power of government force to stop you. What prevents that? It's this little thing called the Second Amendment. Now, everybody gets upset. Everybody gets all freaked out about the Second Amendment. Oh, I get so tired of you people with the box things in the side. Everybody gets so tired of the boxes. Everybody gets so upset about the Second Amendment, and they claim that it has nothing to do with, we can't have enough guns to defend against the government. The government has far more guns, so it can't be about defending yourself against a tyrannous government. It's exactly that. You don't need more guns. than the government, as we've proven in many situations. What you need is an armed citizenry, which puts the government at a situation in which they have to use greater force than the individuals in hand. And that is a highly volatile and dangerous prospect for any government to do. So they are not wont to do it. So it is merely the fact that we can rise up that the Second Amendment is so important. In addition to its important premises of self-defense and individual protection and self-reliance, it is hugely important for preventing the government from taking unnecessary additional liberties with our rights. And we've almost lost it now because you idiots on the left are so desperate to fall prey to these ongoing situations as the government freaks out about specific shooting instances and uses them belligerently I'm just writing you down. Uses them to manipulate gun laws, to restrict gun regulations, to restrict gun ownership again and again and again. Now, we are worried about our safety because there are, in fact, dangerous, at this point, dangerous, they're anarchists and communists at this point. If you see the recent riots, even in Ferguson, ongoing rioting, ongoing just complete ignoring of the rule of law whatsoever, you are getting blocked. So bye. As soon as this show's over, it's so great. I look forward to it. It's so much fun blocking people who are stupid. So the vital component to the Constitution is the Second Amendment. And without the Second Amendment, the government has every means to trample over every other right we have written down. So Donald Trump is the only candidate. When Donald Trump says that Hillary Clinton is going to basically abolish the Second Amendment, he is right. That is 100% correct. Hillary Clinton wants to be able to allow the states to limit the constitutional rights of gun ownership to nearly complete obliteration. She wants to be able to already California makes it so that you have to do a background check to buy ammo every single time. Did you hear that about the Olympic shooter? She was talking about the laws in her state. In order to practice, she shoots a lot of rounds. She shoots a lot of rounds. So, in order to do that, she has to actually get a background check every time she buys ammunition. Every single time. So if she goes and buys some ammunition, goes to train, comes back the next day, new background check. Why? California. Because they want to whittle down. It's not that they're going to just take away the Second Amendment. That's what you leftists always claim. They're not taking it away. Right. They just make it ineffective and so difficult that it's almost impossible to enact your Second Amendment right. Take the city of Chicago, where I live now. It is immensely prohibitive to own a gun. If you include the cost of the FOID card, if you include the required regulations for taking proper courses, if you include that you have to go out of the city to even purchase a firearm, all of these things make it cost several $100s and take several months in order to get a firearm, in order to protect yourself in a state that claims legal firearm ownership. So that's how they do it, and that's how they're going to do it. That's how Hillary Clinton is going to abolish the Second Amendment, and piece by piece, they're literally going to grind it down to a halt so that it sits there on the books, but it doesn't mean anything because you can't buy bullets because you have to do a background check and pay a fee of background check every time you buy bullets. It only makes it worth for law-abiding citizens. That is absolutely true because legal guns are rarely what the criminals can get guns. They steal the guns. They sell guns to each other. Have a good night, baby. That's where the criminals get their guns. The criminals are going to get guns no matter what. They do now. It's the law-abiding citizens that will have less and less opportunity to defend themselves. That's actually the court case that went on in Chicago, where Chicago was banning all handgun ownership altogether, and an individual actually sued because he didn't have the right to protect himself. We won that case, and it barely affected the laws. No, actually, they don't always start out as legal. Some guns are actually made in shops illegal. Now, what's funny is there's Fast and Furious, that those guns, to say that they're legal, but, they're also now in the hands of terrorists and shooting people all over the world. It's great. So, you guys, that's my Trump reason of the day. If we don't elect Donald Trump, Hillary Clinton is going to ruin the Second Amendment. She's going to pack the court full of judges who are going to ruin the Second Amendment further. And the right to protect yourself and defend yourself from the tyranny of government when the most tyrannical government just starts to take effect. Hillary Clinton... If you thought Obama wrote a lot of executive orders and had a power fetish, wait till you get Hillary Clinton. Luckily for you, you have us, Trump supporters, who are going to save you from that horrible, horrible fate. So, let's do Trump hotties, you guys. Well, I'm sure you did. I'm sure you did, Quick Wit. I'm sure you said a lot of really negative things about everybody. You say negative things all the time. Sweet. Absolutely sweet. And you say crazy things. Crazy and negative things. That's what I find interesting. I'm really glad that they have a block feature because you are a lunatic. And I'm pretty sure your main form of headgear is made out of some sort of aluminum. So, let's look at the Trump hotties. Jill's a redhead today. As you know, love the redheads. But what I like is about this is she's sassy, okay? She's absolutely sassy. And here we go. What we're gonna see today is Trump hottie. Stop commenting because that way you can't see the hottie. So see, she's got her little Trump mug, absolutely fabulous. She's got her Trump hat on, and she's got this great hair. Doesn't she have this great hair? Look at a little tank top, just like that little cut thing they do. Awesome, beautiful women. Love Trump. That's the way we do it here on, I know, really good hair, right? Don't you love that hair? Yeah, I love the shirt. Love redheads. Absolutely love the redheads. You guys, it's been great. This is our 75th. I'm just going to do a little review. This is our 75th episode. We have done 75 Trump talks. 75 Trump talks. Additionally, this is our 100th broadcast. That means we've done 25 special editions about special information, different Trump policies, different breaking down things bit by bit. So I want to thank you guys for tuning in. Lately, we've had a lot more viewership. We're averaging 70, 80, 90 viewers every single episode. So that's getting a lot better. I want to break 70, 80, 90 live viewers. And let's just bust this up to the next level. So tell your friends about the show. Let's make the next 75 episodes. We got like 90 days. So let's make the next 75 episodes absolutely huge, and let's keep getting the news out. It's so important right now while the media is hitting Trump so hard. I won't. I'm just going to bark up quicker wit because he's too blathery. Whiny. But you're great. I don't mind a little dissent. I'm happy to have debate, you guys, as long as we're doing it politely. So share with your friends. And I don't care if you share with your little friends and their haters. Just tell them, don't just come and write fuck Trump. And now you didn't say anything rude. You just say too much. And you just don't shut up at all. You don't play the game very nice, like ask a question. You kind of commandeer the whole conversation. And that's all I'm saying. You got to share the talk. And that's what we're going to keep doing. So tell your friends. Tune in tomorrow, 10:30. We're trying to do around 10:30. Me and Little Trumpy, as always, will be here talking about the Trumping. Trump, as always. I love all you lovers, all you haters. We'll keep working on you. We got to save this country, make it great again. We need Trump. Me and Little Trumpy. Till tomorrow.